Hi there, it's me again, Shagun Johnson, and we want to discuss a quick one on democracy and endorsement letter. Everybody woke up on the 1st of January 2023 with President Olusegun Obasanjo's letter recapitulating on what Buhari's government has done in the last 8 years. In any case, he looked at the three major contestants, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Ahmed Atiku, Abubakar Atiku, and finally Peter Obi, and he came up with the conclusion that Peter Obi has got an edge over the other two, and that has gone through the challenges of people writing against Obasanjo, to say the least, from the presidency. And Shehu Garba signed that one and said so many things against Obasanjo. So also other supporters of Tinubu have written against Obasanjo. And my own position here is to just say something about democracy and endorsement letters or endorsement by other notable citizens in the country. Now, what is an endorsement letter? It's simply to influence other people to vote for a particular candidate. We don't know whether Obasanjo's endorsement will lead to votes in their millions. Nobody knows. After all, he endorsed Atiku in 2019, and nothing happened to Atiku's winning the election. So let's see how this translates into votes. But more importantly is understanding what endorsements do. That's where I stand on this discussion. Now, you need to know the rudiments of politics, that there are three things that operate within a society that make it very effective as a state. Now, listen carefully. We have the power given to elected leaders to rule, and if you don't agree with what they say, they use physical force for compliance. That is, they can use the police, they can use the soldiers to make you comply. It's called power. That is it. They can, of course, power has different varieties: financial power, economic power, but bottom line, the government has been given the ability to use naked force to make you comply. The second one is authority. Authority is a relationship between the governor and the governed, between the president and the citizens. So the president doesn't have to use power over you. He simply needs to tell you to do some things, and you will respond as a citizen. That is called authority. It is a relationship. So the governor of a state says, we're going to give money to all the secondary schools, extra money. Now, he's just using his authority to distribute state fund. The last one, which is important, is influence. Now, this is where endorsement comes in. The influence has no state backing. Influence, like the word connotes, something that is inside. Influence is made up of two words, something inside and something flowing. That's where we have influence, you have confluence. You know what confluence is, where two rivers meet. So this one is influence, what has been deposited inside of you that is flowing through you. You may think power is big, you may think authority is big, but influence is stronger than the two combined, because people are influenced to kill themselves. We have seen in religious circles how influence has taken place, and even in some places, the leader will say, kill yourself, and they are ready to kill themselves because of influence. So once they hear their leader say, go this way, they go that way. It's not authority, it's not power, it's just an influence. They've got a hold on the people. I mean, we've listened to many spiritual leaders telling their followers what to do, and they will not blink an eye. They will do it without thinking. That is the power of influence. I say it's bigger than the power of the gun that the government has. And so when people like Obasanjo come out to say, I endorse this with a letter that will go viral and all the rest, then it means people are feeling jittery because of the strong ability of influence to catch on those who are listening to him. Of course, he should have expected that people will want to debunk and reduce such influence. On the side of Peter Obi, is getting some influencers to influence more votes. Whether that will work or not, we don't care on this program. What we care is for you to have understanding of the principles of democracy, that is what we call power, authority, and influence. And all of these three concepts are well discussed. And the only thing Obasanjo has done was to use influence if it will work. Let me just give you one notable Nigerian who was very influential, Tai Solarin. Tai Solarin was a proprietor of schools and well-known activist before he passed on, and his influence affected many people, especially from the southwestern part of Nigeria, up to the point that Babangida had to make him the chairman of a People's Bank. Now, he was very influential. We have so many people who have never been in authority but influential. That endorsement letter was a way of influencing people, but it's nothing authoritative about it, nothing that has to do with power of the government, only influential. Well, now that you know, watch out for the influencers within our community. They can be effective because their followers follow blindly. Well, that's how I'll leave it today. Until tomorrow, when I give you another tenet of democracy for us to have understanding. Those who gave us democracy in 1960 never told us all these things, or maybe we never listened. But it is left for us, those of us who went to study political science in the university, to teach our people. If you can send this message to all our people down, maybe it will cascade and get to them in villages, nooks and crannies of Nigeria. And we start teaching us. We have to start from somewhere. I'm telling you, we have to start from somewhere. Let the middle class of Nigeria start telling the less privileged, underprivileged, what democracy is all about. So one day, somewhere, nobody will sell their vote again. One day, they will see that they need their vote to get the right people in leadership. My name is Sheikh Johnson. Until tomorrow, God bless you, and I'll surely come your way.